Hey, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to react to my man James Baldwin. Love doing reactions to him, man. I love giving my ancestors who made the platform for me to be able to sit here, be able to make the amount of money I make, to be able to work the jobs that I work, give them some type of listen, you know. To be honest, I wasn't as familiar with James Baldwin. I might have been, as I was with others like Frances Fanon, Ezelia. I can't think of her name. No, I'm sorry, not her, but anyways, I can't think of the name. But Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, W.B. Du Bois. I wasn't as familiar with James Baldwin as I was with them. Now, everything I've learned about James Baldwin so far has been very chef's kiss. Like literally, like he was so creative with his words that it's hard to it's hard to I'm trying to see that. I don't know if I watched this one before, maybe. I don't know, but it's hard to not love the man, put it that way. But anyways, y'all, all right, let's hop right into it. Hopefully I didn't watch this one already. I assume I didn't, but let's go.
I live, it's my life they're talking about. And they discovered enough finally to discover that I might have a reason for being in the streets. Well, you can hardly expect me to pick up my tambourine and start dancing because they finally figured that much out. I think it comes as news to a great many of my co-citizens that the reason that black people are in the streets has to do with the lives they're forced to lead in this country. And they're forced to lead these lives by the indifference and the apathy and a certain kind of ignorance, a very willful ignorance on the part of their co-citizens. Everybody knows, no matter what they do not know, that they wouldn't like to be a black man in this country. They know that, and they shut their minds against the rest of it, all the implications of being a black father or a black woman or a black son, and all of the implications involved in a human being's endeavor to take care of his wife, to take care of his children, to raise his children to be men and women in the teeth of a structure which is built to deny that I can be a human being or that my child can be. The great question in the country has been, all the years that I've been living here, and I was born here 43 years ago, is what does the Negro want? And this question masks a terrible knowledge. I want exactly what you want. And you know what you want. I want to be left alone. I don't want any of the things that people accuse Negroes of wanting. And I don't hate you. I simply want to be able to raise my children in peace and arrive at my own maturity in my own way, in peace. I don't want to be defined by you. I think that you and I might learn a great deal from each other if you can overcome the curtain of my color. The curtain of my color is what you use to avoid facing the facts of our common history, the facts of American life. It is easy to call me a Negro or a promising black man, but in fact I'm a man like you. I want to live like you. This country is mine too. I paid as much for it as you. White means that you are European still. And black means I'm African. And we both know, we've both been here too long. You can't go back to Ireland or Poland or England, and I can't go back to Africa. And we will live here together, or we'll die here together. It is not I am telling you. Time is telling you. You will listen or you will perish.
Just well said. Well said. Well spoken, man. Well spoken, man. Like, very articulate. And yes, there has always been a defining line in America that people do not want to talk about. It's the race question. And I notice racism a lot. And I love being on YouTube for that reason. Like, when I scroll through the comment section sometimes, it's just a reminder of, there's not much that has changed. They just went into hiding. Like, most of the profiles that say some of the most racist stuff to me specifically, just because they don't like my political opinion, you can't see their faces. Tying into what James Baldwin is saying, most of us just want to be left alone. However, though, having a political opinion will definitely cause people to not leave you alone, because people will challenge your political opinion. But there shouldn't be a hatred amongst each other, because we have a difference of opinions politically, right? Whether you're a conservative or you're a liberal. That's neither here nor there. The color line. It's always been a defining factor in America. I could definitely admit that I think that 2008 to me was progress. Barack Obama being elected, because in 1965 he could have never been elected. 60 years later, we have a black president. I think he did really good. Obama did incredible. His track record as time goes on will speak for itself. But I do think there was a defined line that he had to walk, compared to how people have to walk nowadays, compared to how Donald Trump had to walk as a president. The things that I think Donald Trump is doing right now, if Barack Obama would have done, oh my goodness. Barack Obama's polling was disrupted when he said he thinks the police acted stupidly when it came to going into a man's house, and the man acting irate because you busted down his door, and he reacted to that negatively, like most people would in that kind of scenario. He said he acted stupidly and his poll numbers dropped. Donald Trump has done so much. It's just now surfacing that his poll numbers are significantly dropping because of how the economy, what people wanted him elected for was the economy. Saying all this to say, it's the example that James Baldwin is getting, the curtain of my color, right? The color is what makes it harder for somebody black to be able to conduct themselves in society compared to somebody else. I think Obama walked that line. I think I walked that line a lot of times, especially in the many environments that I've gone into. I definitely think the whole point of it is that we just want to be left alone. We don't want to be bothered at all. We don't want people watching us when we go into stores assuming that we're going to do something wrong. We don't want to be defined by how people think of criminals, crooks, things like that, victims, We don't want to be defined like that. We want to just be left alone and able to do what we need to do. I think a lot more blacks would lean more conservative if a lot more conservatives accepted blacks. What I've noticed is that when I've reached over to the conservative side, there are a lot more pushback towards us than any other group of people. And that's why we don't vote conservative. We mostly vote Democrat. All of this is to tie into what James Baldwin is talking about, the ability to be left alone. Blacks believe at a certain point that Democrats will make it to where we can be left alone. But as we go on, we learn it's two sides to the same coin, whether you vote Democrat or Republican. But it all ties into what James Baldwin. James Baldwin gets my head spinning when he starts talking, man, because he had a powerful perspective on life, that I wish a lot of people had today. There's been a division amongst our community that's existed for so long. It's not just amongst white and black too. Like, blacks have their own division because of what we've been subjected to. Our women don't think we're capable of being able to be the men in society that we were never able to actually be. But also our men treat our women as if we were like white men. Like, we treat them badly. It's a lot. But that's it, y'all. I'm out. Peace.